to another video, and I know we're probably expecting not a video, but an actual module you could play with. But I did not add this because this one didn't work to where my original plan was. Now, what you see here is a min heap. And what I was planning on doing is actually, so this is just a little visualization tool, just to show like what's happening with the algorithm. And I always like to try to think of some sort of like application that's not just the visualization part. And what I wanted to do is actually have a little app that uses Google Places API, and it'll get your location, and in a certain amount of distance, look for restaurants around you. Now, normally they already give it to you and sort it by distance from you. But I was thinking that maybe you could add other parameters to weight it, right? So it's sort of a recalculated version. It's kind of like if in traffic, it's not exactly the distance, it's the ratio of, let's say if you're tracking cars, the ratio of distance passed over a certain unit of time. So a highway that's more direct and it's in a traffic jam, their ratio of distance passed, or I guess you could say not a ratio because that would be compared against a mile. So, or maybe how about the amount of distance that you're able to get on average time of the tracked cars. That ratio of like the amount of distance you can go within a certain arbitrary amount of time versus the actual distance, and then whatever that has the best ratio is better. So maybe an off-beaten path, a country road, might actually get you there faster. But this would be actually related to food and restaurants and how I would reweight it. And keep in mind, this is just the node numbers. This has got like random restaurant names in there. What it would do is, so you choose like what kind of foods you like, and it would list out, ask you all different parameters of types of foods. And I guess I'd have a map maybe of like the relationship, like let's say if you like Asian food, like how close would like Middle Eastern food, how close would Middle Eastern food would be with Northern Indian food? I mean, maybe there would be a little bit of that taste similarities because of ingredients. Probably not. I don't know. But that's another feature, mapping the closeness. But let's just say that you think out of 5 is meaning you really like it, and a 1 meaning you don't like it at all. Like let's say you like Chinese food or Asian food or any type of food of that category. That's the parent category, and then the subcategories. Would be like, let's say a 5, right? And then American food would be, you'd say a 3. Or what kind of foods are there? There is a Mexican food, right? And then you'd be like, oh, that's a 5, totally, right? And then you'd be like, oh, vegetarian food. You're like, oh, a 1, no way. So what it would do is not only that, it would have that, and also maybe the Google Ratings API, which comes with the Google Places API, and well rated, you want to do it better. So reweight it, right? And obviously distance, because you'd be walking, is very important. So it doesn't really matter. Well, no, it does. So distance is weighted really heavily because I guess the goal is the best thing that you'd probably like that's within a reasonable amount of what you think is effort versus reward. So what I would do is essentially use that Google API and then load it up in this, and then with the reweights, right? So it's just giving the array by distance, but then it puts it in, the array, and it sorts it out, and then it pops them out, right? So I guess it always pops out the most, the min, right? Or max, whichever way you want to configure it. You could do both. I mean, distance could be, as in like usually a distance you want to be to min, but I think that's a misnomer. Hold on, this video is going to end. Okay, let's say you can use a max heap for distance from you. But normally it goes by min, but you could use a max heap as in you minus the distance from you from the amount of distance you pulled. So let's say you go by 1,000 kilometers, and then the closest restaurant is, well, no, 1,000 kilometers. I'm sorry, that's a huge amount of distance to walk. Okay, 1,000 meters, not kilometers, just meters. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable, right, to walk. Uh, so you minus, like, let's say it's 3 kilometers across the street. Okay, it's 100 kilometers away, right? So you add the leftover that you have, like 900. So you put that in a max, and then you say, oh, it's also an Mexican food restaurant. That's a 5, and I don't know how I'd weight it. I guess I'd balance that out later, right? And I put that in there, and then oh, it's rated really well, or well, then I would adjust it according to that, of course, and then put all these new values in. That's their value, and then it feeds it in. Obviously, it sorts it, sort of. Obviously, this could be like 5 could be actually more than 6. It just has to be less than the parent. But it doesn't matter because it pops it out, and it's just like what it would do is while you're walking around, it pop out, and it could constantly, as you keep moving, it could instead of it doesn't have to hit the Google APIs every time. I could maybe pull like what the results in the heap would be of 1,000, right? But actually, I would pull actually a list or an array, maybe of double that, or 1,000, 1,500, or 1,500 meters, or whatever. And as you move, it would always keep reorganizing, right? And you'd see it visually. And but I wouldn't hit the API and keep getting new data. I would do it maybe every once in a while, but I think Google would get angry at me if I did that. So actually, you can just keep tracking the data, and they have. I'll show you actually. Hold on. I'm going to close this. Reload, right? This. Yes, share my location. Inspect element. Console. Okay. Results array. Okay. Yep. Wait, no. Somewhere does it longitude or latitude or something in here. I swear it's in here. Oh, there it is. Latitude and longitude, right? Now, so it would actually recalculate as you're walking around and recalculate the distance that you are now, given that you're every once in a while, polling to figure out from your GPS. This, I guess, would be more like a phone thing, right? Not a computer. What's closest, and then that measure would change dynamically. The distance measure, whereas obviously the weights and everything stay the same. That would be calculated right when you get the data set, and then it would move around. It'd be like kind of cool. It'd be just constantly going around, and you pop them off, right? The first one, like, bloop, and it would tell you like, oh hey, a Taco Bell. It's got 5 stars. It's luxurious, and then you would go there, I guess. Reason why I didn't do it, and I'll actually show you right here. So I just pulled it. Honestly, I'm gonna try to see if it works in Chrome because I like Chrome's better, I guess. Just the console, I'm more used to it. I develop more in Chrome. Here. Okay, try it. All right. I hope the console worked. Yep, there it is. It's the object right here. Okay, see right here. Now, I thought there would be things that you could actually find types of restaurants. But look what's those types. Food, point of interest, and establishment. That tells me nothing at all, and it's not a default parameter, and I do not want to actually re-poll and then compare, because that's Google's documentation is very explicit about how much you can do that, and you don't want to be being too chatty to their that's the heap thing. Oh, I guess I'll go for like an older version. Maybe this. Aha, like where you add the nodes, right? I don't know. That's mustard. You can like put the. Oh wait, not the parent node. It doesn't do that. Taco. So, all right. Uh, what's another good food? I'm thinking about good food, quality food. Qdoba. Okay, what else? What else is like classy and quality? Carl's Jr. That's classy. Classy food. Okay, McDonald's. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy my other videos, I guess.